So I want to share a problem with you, a common problem that I see time and time again. And the reality is most people reach out to me and they say, Will, I need to make more money. How do I get more customers? What's the best marketing strategy? What forms should I use? Should I do Facebook ads? Should I do door hangers? Should I raise prices? How do I lead people? All of these problems that we are trying to solve as business owners and managers. And the reality is there's only one thing that actually matters that will solve 99% of those problems that I continually get asked, should I do this and should I do that? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about the 4 ways that I believe if you solve this will fix 99% of your problems to become a great leader. That is what we're talking about today. The 4 ways, because if we can solve this problem of being a good leader, everything else will line up into place. We will be able to hire better people and get better team members on our team. We will be able to attract the better customers, the better paying customers that actually care about their yards and don't want it to be dirt cheap. We will actually be able to look at our finances and be able to decipher what is the best route to spend our money on, and all of that. It is full circle. And it all stems in the middle of the circle on leadership. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So number 1, how do we become a great leader and fix 99% of our problems? Well, it's very simple. The first step that we must master to become a great leader is we need to lead ourselves. Or yourself. A lot of people want to change the world. They have big goals, they have big dreams, they have big visions of helping all of these people, I included. But the reality is if you can't help yourself and be full and content and happy with yourself and how you are and try to become the best version of yourself each and every day, continually just 1% better, like Atomic Habit says, how are we going to be able to give our care and our love and serve others if we can't serve ourselves to the highest exceptional degree? So that's number 1. Become the best version of yourself each and every day. Listen to an audiobook, read a little bit of a book, speak better to your spouse, to your team members. 1% better. Watch a YouTube video. You're sitting here watching a positive, good YouTube video right now. You're already doing this every day. And by the way, if you are not subscribed and you like this content, literally subscribe, because again, this is going to help you get better, become a better leader, become a better business owner, serve your people, your team, so that way you can make a positive impact in the lives of the people that God put in your life. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be build trust. Now, how do we do that? These are pivotal, foundational segments of being a great leader. We must be able to build trust. How do we build trust? By communication. So I will give you a little bit of an example, because a lot of people talk about this, even in like marriages and relationships, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, right? Like, oh, you got to communicate really well. Like they always teach you, oh, you got to communicate. Let me teach you guys and help a tactical way to be communicative. I am the leader in our organization. We have 19 employees right now. We have 2 locations. We're going to do 1.2 million this year. Even still today, if I'm jetting out of the office for something or running a lunch or doing something in the office that day, I tell my team, hey guys, this is what I'm working on today. Hey guys, I'm going to be sending out an mass email to all the customers, letting them know that we're transitioning over to an AI phone assistant. Like, all of this stuff, I am literally telling our team what I am working on. I don't have to do that. But as a good leader, I am over communicating to my team what I'm doing, so there is no question about what Will does in the office all day. I do not need them thinking that I'm just chilling up here with my feet kicked up, okay? I'm here shooting videos in the morning, helping people like you. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. All right, next thing, extreme ownership. As a leader, we build trust by taking extreme ownership. What I will tell you is, because I've had multiple GMs before, when there is a problem that comes up, or maybe we don't hit a goal that we set or something of that nature, I always position myself as it's my fault. And what happens, and sometimes it's not, it's not my fault. Let's just be real. It's not, it's sometimes. But as a good leader, again, number 2, build trust. How do we do that? You know what? It's my fault. I didn't adequately equip you with the training necessary to do your job. It's my fault. So I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to fix it. And each day when that happens and those people that follow you that are quote unquote underneath you, which again, if you watch my previous video, there's an upside down triangle. I am on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, okay? That's also a mindset too as a good leader. That your people, you're there to serve them. They are above you on the totem pole for me, okay? That's my mindset. But they see that, oh wow, Will, the manager, the boss, the owner, he's taking extreme ownership when really it's not even his fault. What do you think that does for them? It says in the Bible, iron sharpens iron, all right? When you get around people that think that way and take extreme ownership for problems that aren't even theirs, but instead of blaming other people, oh yeah, it's so easy to just blame other people, but we don't do that as good leaders. Some other tactical things that we do, again, to build trust with these people, because guys, I got guys on my team that literally I just met 3 weeks ago. I have to develop and build trust with them for them to trust me. We don't put any dash cams in any of the vehicles. We give our team purchasing cards, literally on day one sometimes. Hey, I need you to run out and go get mulch. How easy would it be for them to take the card and go buy snacks at the gas station? Super easy. In fact, I probably wouldn't even catch it. Don't try it if you're watching this, my team. But seriously, I am going to trust somebody 100% when I onboard them until they give me a reason not to. But the minute they give me a reason not to, everything changes. So I am very willing to give them that trust up front initially, always, until they give me a reason not to. Open book management. So yesterday I did a team meeting. I pulled up the profit and loss statements, the income and expense sheet from last month, and I showed our team. I showed them how much I make. I showed them how much our managers make. I showed them how much the company made, gross revenue, and then what we actually took home. What does it cost to run a business? No other company around here is doing that. Me opening up the book, showing them the numbers is building trust. Guys, this is your opportunity to ask any question you have about this. Any expense, you guys want to question where we're spending money? Ask me. Not in like an attacking way, but like a curiosity way. Like, I want to help you guys learn, because if you understand this stuff, you will be better equipped, whether you stay here at Military Lawn Cuts or you go on and do quote unquote bigger and better things. If you don't want to make this a career, that's okay too. I'm not delusional to think that everybody that comes in our organization is going to stay here forever. Another thing is paying by performance. Aligning the goal for what you want with your team. If you have more than 2 employees, I highly, highly recommend paying them based on performance. It is a pivotal change in the business. When I look back and I say, okay, what are the 3 things that changed in the business that completely revolutionized the mindset, the culture, everything? It was performance pay. The harder you work, the more you make. Again, we're aligning, we're trusting, and we're pulling all in the same direction. Instead of hourly, the team wants the job to take twice as long. You as a business owner want the job to take half the time so they can go do another job. We're going in separate directions. We all need to be paid based on performance. I will never pay just hourly or salary to any individual ever again in my organizations. It will never happen. You're doing your team a disservice and disjustice because it's a very lazy way to pay, and you are doing yourself a disservice and disjustice as well, because you will be amazed at when you make that leap over to pay based on performance. You don't have to micromanage your crews anymore. Everything opens up. You see who performs well, who doesn't. It's very, very apparent. So highly, highly recommend it. All right, number 3. What do we got to do here to become a great leader? Number 3, hold the line, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the line. All right. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a paratrooper in the United States Army. I think I've got 25 jumps. Jumped out of C-130s, Black Hawk helicopters, did all that cool stuff. Deployed to Iraq, was in Baghdad, all that stuff. So what we used to say in the Army, hold the line. Okay. If the enemy was protruding or coming over the hill, we got to hold the line. All right. So in scenarios, we got team members showing up late, calling off. They're not reliable. They're not productive. They're not doing good quality. Maybe they're getting complaints a lot on properties and customers, and you can't keep losing customers because that's money. We must hold the line. All right. How do we do that? Well, it's very simple. You could go out like a dictator and be like, you must do this. Don't recommend it. You'll lose the trust which is number 2 of your team. Always go into it like a childlike curiosity. So the other day, we had one of our team members actually run over something in the field. Now, their story, from what I've been doing this for 5 years, did not necessarily line up with the damage on the piece of equipment. Okay, it just didn't line up. So again, instead of me coming out like a dictator and be like, yeah, that's completely false, blah, 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 we're gonna bump heads here. Just go in with a childlike curiosity. Oh, okay, that happened. Where were you located on the property? Did you hear anything when that happened? Like, did it immediately shut off or did it keep running after you hit it? Like, I'm going in and I'm just asking all these weird different questions that help me gather the data to see if this is accurate or not. The other thing too is when you actually need to do write-ups, it's really important that you actually have a clear path. So we have a 1-page piece of paper. I like it because it's very simple and people can literally see the journey. Step 1, verbal counseling. So let's just take somebody being late, for example. First time they're late, hey, I'll pull them aside. Hey man, what happened this morning? You were 5-10 minutes late. Oh yeah, this happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever the excuse is. Okay, great. Hey man, just make sure you move your alarm clock up. Let's get you on time tomorrow, right? Can I count on you to do that? Great. I know you got that ability to be here. So cool, man, crush it, go on, crush it, blah, blah, blah. All right, next day comes, they're late. Guess what? Now I got to put on paper. So we have 1 page is a verbal counseling. We go ahead and write it in. And then the second time, if they come in late again, I'm having this conversation with them and we approach it not as like we are the boss and we make all the rules, okay? We approach it as in this. Our company has a standard. Okay, it is what it is. Per the handbook policy, you could be late X amount of times, not excessive, stuff like that. Because I care about you, how can I help you make sure you're here on time? Do I physically need to watch you move your alarm clock up? Okay, that might be an option. Number 2, do we need to move your start time up 15 minutes or 30 minutes so that way you can actually get here? So that way if you show up 5 minutes late, you're still early. Help me help you because I care about you. And this is the approach of the words that I would literally tell them. Like, look, there have been people that have sat in the same seat you're sitting that have constantly showed up late who are no longer on the team. Not because I want to, because I am forced to do that. Because if we allow that to happen, then everybody in the organization is just going to think that's okay. And we need people that are here on time. We're a military company. We show up on time. We deliver on time. So we need that type of culture and that 5-star service that we can deliver. So how can I help you be here every day? Is there something going on at home? Like, most of the time what I've found is the issue is not actually the issue. The issue is an underlying of a deeper issue. Maybe they're having like relationship problems with their spouse and they're arguing a lot. So he's not getting good sleep at night or doing other things. Like, most of the time, it might be something else that the actual problem is. It's not just because a guy shows up late. I've had really good employees for a short period of time have attendance problems because they were dealing with other alternative exterior issues in their life. So always go in with a childlike curiosity, always come in with a servant mindset. Hey man, I'm here because I like you and I want you to be here and succeed. And I want you to be here next month and the following months. But if you continue to have this attendance issue where you are showing up late, I unfortunately am going to be forced to have to let you go. And I don't normally have that conversation on the first, second, or third time that they're late. But approaching it in that manner shows that you are going to hold the line in a nice, caring way. Because when they leave that door that day, it's up to them. Because you told them, hey, there have been people here before that were late constantly, they're no longer on the team. I don't want to do that to you because I like you and you're awesome and you crush it out there on the routes. But if I have to, unfortunately I will. And so that is the conversation that I would definitely have to hold the line, also build trust, and be straightforward with them. I believe that will build trust and it'll show them like, wow, they're serious, but also in a caring way. All right, last one, number 4. The final thing that will solve 99% of your problems on becoming a great leader: deliver results. Good leaders, they deliver results. What does that mean? That means, I'll give you a short example. My second location, a few weeks ago, we were charging $70 per hour. I had 3 guys on the team that literally hustle and grind and work hard. They're one of the hardest workers I've ever hired. All three of them. They crush it. And I went into the P for P numbers and I started looking at it because we pay based on performance. And I said, okay, why are they only making 19 an hour? Something's off here. And I, as a leader, had to deliver results. Because we sit there and we tell people in the interview and the hiring process, oh yeah, you can make 22 to 30 an hour here. Easy, yeah, you just work hard. The harder you work, the more you make. But yet, at my second location, I had 3 guys that literally work super hard and do great work making less than 20. And so I'm over here scratching my head. I'm like, okay, then maybe it's efficiency. It's like, I don't think so, because they crank out a lot of work in the day. So it's not efficiency. Maybe it's route density. Maybe they're doing more driving, stuff like that. So I went through the checklist and finally I got to the point where it's like, you know what? We're just charging too cheap of prices. So we raised prices. We went from 70 an hour to 85 an hour. In 2 weeks, we flipped the script. I now have a guy making 36 an hour and I got a guy making 31 an hour. Halfway in between that, I went out there and I gave them a pep talk. I said, hey guys, don't be discouraged. Some of you guys are new, you guys just got hired on about making 22 to 30 an hour. What we're gonna do is we're gonna raise prices, we're gonna fix this. Lo and behold, what does that do? Builds trust. Because I'm having that conversation with them. They now trust me. Will came out, he said they were gonna raise prices, we were gonna make more money. All of a sudden they're making 36 and 31 an hour. Guess what that does? I delivered results. There's a great book out there. It's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Whatever effort you think it's going to take in your brain as a leader, multiply it by 10. So I'll give you a simple example because I get asked this all the time in coaching calls. Hey, Will, how many door hangers do you think I should put out? Most people think like 2,000. You know, some of the go-getters, oh yeah, I'll do 5,000. Take that number, multiply it by 10. Do that. And even if you don't do that, even if you do half of that, you will still do 5 times more than you were thinking. And so what you're doing is you're rewiring the brain to get results. Do so much of the task and the actionable steps that it would be unreasonable for you to succeed in that realm. And if you go in it with that type of mindset, I promise you will accomplish your dreams, goals, and crush whatever it is you want to do with your life. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll see you in the next video.